Okay, it is time to study dumb scripts again. It's really late. I've been doing some other things, following up, calling clients, sending up auto emails, which is great, and then I'm more follow up tomorrow. But damn, I haven't studied scripts for a while. So let's get to it, shall we? I won't spend too much time, but at least I have to keep it consistent. What do we do today? It's been a little while. Let's review the Jackie Gravis expire objection script, which is very short, easy to review. First of all, okay, what? How does it go again? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna take a hint. see what it says. I'm sure you know by now that your house has been taken off the market. No, not taken off. It has been taken off the market. When would you? When would you? Damn it! I don't remember. It's been a while. Your home came off the market. Came off the market. Came off. Not been taken off. Came off the market today. I'm calling because I am confident. Yeah, I'm calling because I'm confident I can get it sold. When would be a good time to meet up and talk about that? Would is today at 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. be better for you? Yeah, and then they will give the objection. Oh, no, we're not gonna sell anymore. Okay, yeah, I understand that. You no problem. Okay, no problem. So when are you thinking of the thinking that you might put it on the market again? You're taking off the market. So okay, no problem. So when are you thinking putting it back on the market again? So when are you thinking that you might put the home back on the market? So that is how you should phrase it. So when are you thinking? When are you thinking that you might put the home back on the market? And follow up with. So man, it's been I don't remember. So I'm curious if you were absolutely confident, that your home would sell, would you consider putting it back on the market now? If you were absolutely confident that your home would sell, would you consider putting it back on the market now? So I'm curious, if you were absolutely confident that your home would sell, would you put back, would you put it back on the market now? So I'm curious, if you were absolutely confident that your home would sell, would you put it back on? Would you put it back on the market now? So I'm curious. So Mr. Seller, I'm curious, if you were absolutely confident that your home would sell, would you put it back on the market now? Okay, now let's go back all the way back. Mm, uh, uh, I'm sure you know by now. I'm sure you know by now that your home came off the market today. I'm calling because I'm confident that I can get it sold. When it would be a good time to meet up and talk about it? Today at 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. be better for you? Or would 4 p.m. be better for you? Okay, and the objection comes to, oh, we are going to take it off the market. Okay, no problem. When are you thinking of putting it back on the market? When are you thinking that you might put it back on the market again? Okay, and then the next one. Oh, okay, Mr. Seller, if you were absolutely confident that your home would sell, would you put it back on the market again? I'm curious if you were. I'm curious. I'm curious. If you were absolutely confident that your home would sell, would you put it back on the market again? Would you put it back on the market? Not again, but now. Would you put? Would you? Would you? Would it? Would you consider putting it back on the market now? Sounds of influence. So next one, we're gonna go to the Mike Ferry script. Script book. This is the script book. Actually, we never opened this before. The CMA presentation would be pretty helpful. Pretty helpful. Let's go through this a little bit. We went through this shortly before, and I'm pretty sure I don't understand or remember everything. So let's go through this again. Number one, at the end of Mr. Seller, at the end of my presentation tonight, one of three things will happen. One, you have the opportunity to list your home with me. Or two, you decide not to list your home with me. Or three, I'll decide not to take your listing. Anyone is fine with me. Anyone is fine. Okay. Mr. Seller, at the end of my presentation tonight, one of the three things will happen. One, you have the opportunity to list your home with me. You have the opportunity to list your home with me. Two, you decide to not list your home with me. Or three, I decide to not take your listing. Anyone is fine with me. Anyone is fine. Three, I'll decide not to take your listing. Anyone is fine. Mr. Seller, at the end of this presentation tonight, one of the three things will happen. One, you have the opportunity to list your home with me. Two, you decide not to list with me. Two, you decide not to list with me. Or three, I decide not to take your listing. And anyone is fine with me. Two, let's quickly take a moment to review the questions I asked you over the phone. Let's quickly take a moment and review the questions I asked you over the phone. Number one, you said you were moving to, right? This I can use for any kind of clients as well. Let's quickly take a moment and review the questions that I asked you over the phone. You were you said you were moving to blah blah blah, right? You said you were moving to blah blah blah, right? B, you said you were moving because. B, you said you, oh man, it's cold. B, you said you were moving to because. C, you had to moving to right, and then moving because. Three, you said you have to be there by, correct? D, you would like to price your home at, right? D, and you said you owe how much, this much, is that right? Is that right? Correct? Is that right? True? Is that true? Is that right? Okay. F, now you aren't planning on selling it yourself, were you? Terrific. Now you aren't planning on selling it yourself, were you? Terrific. Now you weren't planning on selling it yourself, were you? Terrific. Oh, maybe that's why. Okay. Now you weren't planning on selling it yourself, right? Terrific. Then G, you did or did not want your money out, correct? Wonderful. You did not want your money out, correct? Wonderful. Okay. Let's quickly take a moment and review the questions I asked you on the phone, shall we? Let's quickly take a moment and review what I asked you over the phone. As I asked you the phone, you said you were moving to, right? You said you were moving to, right? You said you were moving because you said you were you had to be there. You said you had to be there by, correct? And then you would like to price the home at, right? You said you owe this much, and now you weren't planning on listing or selling it yourself. You weren't planning on selling it yourself, were you? Terrific, were you? And you didn't want your money out, correct? Wonderful. Okay. That's number two. Let's get back to number one. At the Mr. Seller, at the end of this presentation tonight, at the end of my presentation tonight, one of the three things will happen. Number one, you have the opportunity to take the listing, to list with me. Okay, you have the opportunity to list with me. Number two, the opportunity to list with me. Number two, you decide not to take the listing. You decide not to list with me. Number three, I decide not to take your listing, and anyone is fine with me. Decide not to list your home with me. Decide number two, you decide not to list your home with me. Three, I decide not to take the listing. Now, number two, let's quickly take a moment and review the questions I asked you on the phone. Number one, you said you wanted to be, you said you were moving to, right? Number B, you said you were moving because, number three, you said you had to be there by, correct? Number four, what is number four again? To be there by, I don't remember number four. D, you would like to price your home at this number, right? D, which is, and now E, you said you you said you owe the price of this. You said you owe this number amount, right? Then F, now you weren't planning selling it yourself, right? Oh, terrific. Okay. See, you weren't. You did not want your. You did not want your money out. Correct? Wonderful. You did not want your money out. Correct? Okay. Okay. Let's go back to number one. Mr. Seller, at the end of my presentation tonight, one of the three things will happen. Number one, you have the opportunity to list your home with me. Number two, you decide not to take to list with your home with me, your house with me, your home with me. Or number three, I decide not to take your listing, and anyone is fine. Let's take a quick moment and review the questions that I cover the phone. I asked you about the phone. Number one, you decided you said you want to move to. You said to move by. You said you said you want to move because, and you had to move by. Now D is, you said you want to list the price. Price the house at, to price your home. You have to price your home at. You have to still owe this much. Number. So you owe that much. Now you weren't planning on selling it yourself. Am I correct? Were you? Were you? Terrific. Were you? G, and the last one. Last one. How do you deal with the last one? You did want your money. You did not want your money out. Am I correct? You did not want your. Okay, wonderful. Correct. Okay. That's a lot. That's a lot. Now there are only two issues we have to look at tonight. Number one, your motivation to sell this home. Now there are only two issues that we have to look at tonight. Number one is your motivation to sell this home. Number two, the price we set on our home. Okay. Now there are only two issues that we are going to look at tonight. Number one is the motivation of you selling this home. Number two is the price that we have set on our home, basically. Okay. We prepare what we call our comparative market analysis. And there are two parts to this research. Part one, we call Fantasyland. I went through this before. I kind of know the idea. I don't quite remember. And I don't like the script a lot, of Tom Ferry script. Well, at least I got to this point. And the first part is really good. When the three scenarios, there are three things that one of the three things that will happen. Number one, You have the opportunity to list with me. Number two, you decide not to take to list with me. Number three, I decided not to take your listing, and anyone is fine. And then let's okay, let's quickly take a moment. Let's quickly take a moment and go over the question they asked you over the phone. Number one is you said you were moving to this. You said you moving because you said you wanted to be there by. You said you wanted to price a house to price your home at this number, and you said you still own this much. And then you're not planning to selling on your own. Are you? And then the last one is you did not want to check the money out, correct? Wonderful. Okay, so that's everything in a short amount of time that I could muster up, which is great. Let's go on to go to the financial home script again. Just to review, quick review before we end the night. Yeah, we just have a short study session tonight because I have books to read. Yep, my sister just brought home the Atomic Habits book, and I gotta finish it because we borrowed it from the library. I don't want to wait any longer. Okay, buyers, keep the focus on the right home. Okay, so Mr. Seller, when we find the right home, it's important that we act quickly. We need to act quickly because you have the understanding. You might have the feeling of, oh, is there something better out there? Is there something better out there? But I have to tell you the best way. I have to tell you the best homes sells because they're the best home. The rest are just leftover, and I want to make sure that you're not stuck with the leftover. So, do you want to see all the homes, or do you want to find the right one quickly? Okay, I keep forgetting the last line. Do you want to see all the homes, or you want to find the right one quickly? Okay, so that's done. What about the home they found? I haven't touched that ever before. Okay, you might find the first home that you might buy the first home that you see. Okay, don't be surprised. Okay, don't be surprised. Remember that. Don't be surprised if you. Okay, prepare the meal for tomorrow, which I did not. Don't be surprised. Where's the credit report for the other sister? He hasn't sent me that. Got it all together. Oh, why does it take so long? Okay, I'll get to that. At least tomorrow I can get Sandy to start on the paperwork. Okay. Oh, sorry guys, I'm just thinking of the deal that we are working on. I need to get this done. Because I'm so. It's been it's been quite a journey. So the cut is too much. Okay. Don't be surprised if the very first home you see is the one you want to buy. The reason why I'm telling you this is because you have given me a pretty good picture of what you're looking for, and if I have a correct picture, I should take you right to it. I should take you right to it, and you want to see the best home first, right? You want to see the best, and you want to see the best home first, right? And when you want to focus on the right homes, and you say, do you want to see all the homes, or you want to find the right one quickly? And the first home you want to buy, the first home, it might be the home you want to buy. Okay, don't be surprised if the first home you see is the one the first home. The very first home, the very first home is the one you wanna buy. The reason why I'm telling you this is because if you given me a good if you have given me a good picture, you have given me a pretty good picture of what you're looking for, and if I have the correct picture, I should be able to take you right to it. Do you want to see we want to see the right home quickly, right? I mean, the best homes first, right? Okay. Yep. Okay. We haven't seen enough properties. Okay. Let's get back to this. My whole my role as a bio specialist, and also the reason why we sat down. We met for a consultation, and the reason we met for a consultation is because to sort through the the home that meets your criteria, meets your search criteria, and always show you the best home available. Show you the best home available. Mm. The cream of the crop. The cream of the crop. Let's see. And then what else? Damn, I forgot this one. The cream of the crop. Okay, and the best home on the market usually go fast. Usually 1 or even 2 days, and if you love this home, chances are somebody else does too. Which are you willing to give up the best home for you, best home for you, your wow home, the one that you absolutely love, for just for the one that you absolutely love, just to see all of the homes, just to see everything out there, just so you can see everything out there. Okay. And then next up, make an offer. You can always back out later. I like this one. I used this one for real the other day on a text though, not in person. So in person it's gonna slip my mind. Okay. Um. Okay, and make the offer. You can also make. I understand where you come from. I understand how you feel, and many buyers that I have worked with felt the same way. Many buyers I've worked with felt the same way. What I've found is that it's better to make the offer. What I've found is that it's better to make the offer and back out of it later if necessary. There's many ways to back out of an offer, but if you don't make an offer and somebody else does it before you, you might not have even a chance to think about it. Let's make an offer for you to lock this home down for you. Okay, if necessary, there are several ways to back out of an offer, but if you don't make one before someone else does, you'll never even have the opportunity to think it over. The opportunity to think it over. Okay. Understand how you feel. I mean, the buyers I have worked with. I understand how you feel, and many buyers I've worked with felt the same way. When I found it that it's better to make an offer and then back out of it later if necessary. If necessary, there are many ways to back out of an offer, and if you don't make an offer, before someone else does, you may not have a chance. You may not have a chance to rethink to think it over. And then what else? I don't forget. It will be gone. It will be gone. Let's make an offer. It will be gone. Yeah, that's the line. It will be gone. Let's make an offer and lock this home down for you. Let's make an offer tonight to lock this home down for you. So, oh man, 24 minutes. I've been on camera for 24 minutes. That's fast. I don't know. I really enjoy this, especially when I'm on camera like this. I'm not distracted. I'm just focusing on the job, on the study, on the process. It's really fun. It's really fun. I kind of wanted to see how much I can go and I can study. Man, I've been so busy. Haven't really got a chance to sit down like this and study like this. But let's do it again tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow. And the next day after that too. We have a lot of time on the weekend, so let's do it on the weekend as well. Yep. And now it's time to read a lot of books.